On April 27, 2007, a series of cyber attacks flooded Estonia's cyberspace. Estonian organizations, government institutions, and news outlets were the most prominent targets in these attacks. The operations were suspected to have originated at the Kremlin in Russia because the attacks happened amidst an argument about the location of the bronze soldier of Tallinn Memorial, which is a famous statue over there, and the attack spammed news portals, organization distribution of information, and services, largely affecting the civilian population in the form of denial of services. Along with all of these mentioned damages of these cyber attacks, the Estonian Reform Party's website was defaced. The event was not only disheartening to the people of Estonia and its country, the international community was awakened to a large, unregulated problem. This event raised large concerns of international regulation. How can the global community take control of such situations, regulate them, and prevent them in the future? Were the attacks against Estonia a prohibited use of force or an armed attack, worthy of self-defensive action? Could such attacks warrant the United Nations Security Council intervention? These problems remain authoritatively unanswered to this day, as they have yet to be customary in international law or codified in an international agreement such as a treaties. There has been general international dialogue on the application of existing rules and laws of cyber warfare, but none that address the situation at hand sufficiently. As a response to the Estonia cyber attacks between 2009 and 2012, a group of approximately 20 experts met in Tallinn-based NATO Cooperative Cyber Defense Center of Excellence to discuss the creation of an academic, non-binding manual which would address the issues of how to interpret existing international law for the purpose of cyber operations and cyber warfare. Now, Tallinn is the capital in Estonia. In 2013, under the guidance of Michael N. Schmidt, the Tallinn Manual was created to provide a clear application of existing international law and principles and their application to the international cyber warfare and cyber operations. The Tallinn Manual provides the definitions, guiding principles, and purpose regulations designed by scholars from around the world. The absence of the agreements and the issues leave parties vulnerable to unregulated attacks and able to attack other parties without much limitation. As parties in conflict are provided a new domain to tread war boots on, the conventional warfare laws must be adjusted in order to fit the cyber terrain into a context that may be regulated by existing principles of war. Instead of attacks traveling over tangible terrain, the international community must now address more deceptive attacks with travel across digitized fragments of data through an electronic spectrum, which makes it difficult to identify the attack's origins. This problem was faced by the people of Estonia, who had trouble locating the origin of attacks that plagued their country in 2007. The United States followed the cyber aggression of the Kremlin in the 2016 election. These attacks remain in the ether of international discussion. There is much work that needs to be done, but for now, the Tallinn Manual provides some sort of structure. I hope this was informative. Like, subscribe for more videos. I'm Niall Piper.